Fitzwilliams. Richard, thank you for joining us on the show this morning. I guess my first question is just a brief overview from you. Why do you think the tour kind of went so wrong? Why do you think there was this visceral reaction?
I think that firstly, the planning was undoubtedly inadequate. The first event in Belize, for example, had to be cancelled. Secondly, there wasn't the awareness of the possibility of photo opportunities. I'm thinking particularly of after the football match, Raheem Sterling, to be sure, shook the hands of the children, but to have William and Catherine doing it, the image flashed around the world. And the point is that and also the military parade, there's no question a lot of damage was done. Obviously, there were those who have a strong Republican agenda. And I mean, Prime Minister Holness was very blunt in front of his royal guests, and I thought that most surprising. But Jamaica for 50 years has had debates about becoming a republic. I hope if they do decide to, unlike Barbados, they have a referendum. They have to constitutionally. But what is significant is William's statement, which has just been released. And he says that he would automatically become the next head of the Commonwealth, as Prince Charles in 2018, there was agreement that he would. I mean, obviously, I would suggest that it is likely, given the fact that if you had a rotating head, you could have a very undesirable country. It would be very difficult to prevent that. But equally, there was a talk in his speech and in his statement, and this is very much different from the never explain, never complain attitude that we expect from the royals. He talked about service, and clearly he also talked about the issues of the past. One of his speeches did dwell on the atrocities of slavery. The problem was that in the context of the Caribbean, where it's such a live issue, and also the fact that there are those, and this has just been mentioned, who have agendas that send images around the world in the era of social media, and certain images such as the parade of cadets and the fact that they went past in the Land Rover, it did have links with the colonial past, which these days seem very outdated. The point is, it's very, very difficult to have this balance and get it absolutely right. The Cambridges are probably our best soft power ambassadors abroad. And certainly, I think William's statement is very significant because it shows that lessons will have been learnt. There's no doubt at all that a lot of people had a lot of pleasure out of this visit. But the trouble is the images that remain, and they have not been favourable, to put it mildly.